Hey guys, my name is Yusuf, and in today's video I will show you guys how you change fuel filter for 2020 F350. So this one is 6.7 diesel engine, turbo diesel. So let's get right into it without further ado. Okay, so to see how much I'm saving, let's go ahead and call Ford and see how much they charge for fuel filter as well as air filter change.
Ford services, Vincent.
Hello, my name is Yusuf. I have a F350 6.7. I would like to get a fuel filter as well as an air filter change. Could you tell me a price of how much would that cost?
Yeah. The fuel filters are going to be $325, and there's two of them.
That's a parts and labor?
Correct.
Okay. All right. Well, that's enough for me to know. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Okay, you got it.
Okay, bye-bye. Okay, you guys heard it. $325 for fuel filter change, and he said that they do not charge for labor to change your air filter. So I bought my air filter for $43. So if they were to add all together, everything together, it would roughly come up to $370. And how much did I pay? I bought the filter, the air filter, for $43 with tax, and I bought the fuel filter for $82 with tax. So if you do the math, it comes up to $125 altogether. Well, how much I paid, and did it myself for $125 versus $370. So I saved, if I can do the math real quick on my head, I saved $250 right away just to do that myself. That's a lot of money. I'm actually very happy that I did that. But anyways, let's go back to the video. So I went ahead and bought the kit from the Amazon. They have the fuel and the fuel filter kit. I guess it comes with what goes into the water separator and what goes underneath the hood, and that goes on somewhere. I guess we'll figure out when we open the water separator thing. But yes, you will need a I will be okay with using 5/16 of a socket. This will open it just fine. I think it's an 8mm socket, so this should be just fine. I will be using the drain pan to drain the water separator. So without further ado, let's get underneath the truck and let's get this job done, guys. And for those who stay until the end of the video, I will show you guys how you change the air filter, which is easy, you know. Okay guys, what we're gonna do first is that this is where you drain the water separator, or I guess the leftover fuel and stuff. So we're gonna drain it first, and then once it's completely drained, we'll go ahead and unhook that electrical connection, and then there are 5 bolts that you need to unscrew to get that filter out. So let's do that. I mean, it will get on your hands, but like, make sure it doesn't get on your eyes. So. Okay, it was not necessarily the easiest way to open it, but I'm sure I'll be okay. I'll just wash my hands. But yeah, make sure you have a wide enough drain pan so it will catch everything that drips on it. Okay, so let us wait for the fuel to drain. As you're waiting, do me a favor and follow me on Instagram at Yusuf F. Abdullah. If you're not following me, what is wrong with you, man? Alright guys, so when you put that, make sure the gasket goes in perfectly all around, so that you don't have problem in the future. Okay, so let's give that a try now. Okay, let's repeat the process backwards. As I said earlier, I'm glad that I caught that, you know. Nope. Oh, that's not how it was, Yusuf. It was this way. Man, as a disclaimer, this is not really a how-to video, because I am not a professional diesel mechanic. I'm not even a mechanic. I'm just a over-the-road hotshot. Okay, So we are done with here. Okay, so the filter is in. Now let's get underneath the hood and get the job done over here. Okay, now as you may see, there are 3 lines over here that we need to disassemble first, and then after that we can put the new one back in. So some of these are you squeeze it, push it, so you just have to make sure that they are out, like that lock thing is out before you yank on it, because if any of these lines break, then you are pretty much shut down. Okay, so that's out. You're gonna have a little bit diesel come out, which is inevitable, right? Okay, so the first line is out, fortunately, and the second one I think it's a squeeze as well, so it's kind of, yeah, there you go. Okay, so this one's squeezed too. It's a bit hard to take it, honestly, you know. It is not that easy. Yep, there you go. So 2 of them out is out. Now we just gotta figure out how do we take this out. So this is what I'm thinking. You see over here, this right here, this one, you push it this way and then you push it that way, but you have to do both of them, like this upper one and the bottom one at the same time. Push it this way and push it out, but it doesn't seem to be working for some reason. They make this so hard. I think they make it on purpose. Finally, ah, Lord, we got this done. Okay, so this gave me a lot of issues. Apparently, like, you have to push it this way and push it out, but I did that for the longest time and it wouldn't work. It's just too hard. It's not that flexible. These other 2, they were okay, but this one particularly, it was not that easy. So all right, so all these lines are out. Let's go ahead and take, what do you call this? This is not a filter, right? Something else. I am no mechanic, so let's go ahead and take this thing out. Okay. Alright. We're just gonna go ahead and take this out, put the new one back in, put everything back together, and call it, guys. So now we have the new one ready to go. You see how they have different sizes, so this one is smaller, this one is bigger than this, and this one is the biggest. So there is pretty much no way that you could make a mistake when you put the lines back together, because it will not fit perfectly. Let's go ahead and put this one back in here, same way we did the other one, okay? And we'll go just like that. All right, so let's go from here. Okay, so now this is in place and it's locked, and let's put this in place and lock it. And finally, the green one, which gave me the most problem, let's put that, put it in here, but it didn't do the click noise. Is that normal? Push it as much as I can and then just close it. Hopefully, see, it won't come up. So now we're almost done. What we need to do next is that, other than cleaning up, we need to make sure we purge the line, make sure all that diesel comes out and all the air is out of the system before we can turn it on. The way we do it, based on my YouTube research, you don't turn the truck on. Like, I have a key, right? It's not a push button, so I will just turn on, put it on the on position and wait for it. You hear it? Okay, well, your boy has not done a good job, because did you see that that connection. That connection is not in. What kind of a mechanic are you, Yusuf? What kind of a mechanic are you? We're getting everything. Yeah, so I'm glad that I checked this. All right, we put this one back in here. Okay, so apparently if you do that once is not enough. You see that noise stopped. Unfortunately, you cannot hear it well because that wonderful Kenworth decided to pull out next to me and idle his truck while he's taking a dump. So I apologize for that, but let's go ahead and do that again. I think you have to do it maybe like 5 or 6 times until you don't hear that noise again. So you don't turn it on, like you don't start your truck, but you put it in on position. Okay, so put it in on position and go listen. You hear it? Yeah, so you just need to make sure you do that multiple times, maybe 5 or 6 times, and until you don't hear that noise anymore. And if you don't, that means you're good to go. You can start your truck. If you start your truck and it does not start right away, that means the line has not been purged 100%. So we're gonna find out either or. So let's wait another 30 seconds. As we are listening to that jibba jabba, let's go ahead and put the air filter, right? Remember, I promised you guys that I will show you guys how to put an air filter. Okay, so we got the new filter right here. What you need to do is, these are clip-on, so it's not that hard. You just pop it open, and I guess you could push this out. Yeah, there you go. Probably not the easiest way to do this, but I'm pretty sure this is the only way. Right? Open it up. Okay. So now we can access the filter. That, guys. Oh boy, look at that. Look at this. See, too dirty. And also look inside of it over here, how dirty it is. So I'm gonna have to clean that out. Okay guys, I think it's fairly clean now. I just need to put the new one back in. Look at it. This one was the old. Here's the new. Old, new. Alright. Okay guys, this is it. Fuel filter and air filter is in. Fuel filter is replaced. Now the only thing that I am waiting for is for the line to purge. Alright guys, I did about 25 cycles or maybe 30 cycles. I can still hear the air or the fuel coming into the system, but I think this is enough. I checked a lot of YouTube videos. I think they were doing it 5 or 6 times, and I did it more than 25. So moment of truth guys. All right, started right up. So I think it does not matter too much, like whether you have like whether you cycle it a lot or not, but you still have to at least cycle it just a little bit so that you can have fuel in the system, so that you don't have much air and your injector does not get damaged. This was my very first time ever changing a fuel filter. This is not necessarily a how-to how-to video. This is me changing a fuel filter that I have never changed. Fortunately, it turned out to be a good experience. Next time if I do my fuel filter, I will do it much efficiently and much better. Although I was supposed to change it at 25,000, I didn't change it until like what, 40, 43 or something like that. I was looking on the internet just to see how can I make my truck last longer, and one of them was change the fuel filter every 2 cycles. Like whenever you change 2 oils, you change the fuel filter at the second oil change. So I guess every 20 to 25,000 miles. But my first one was a bit late, but from now on I'm gonna be on time. I'm gonna change it because I didn't know. I really did not know how to change a fuel filter. And plus my air filter, I tried my best to find air filters that was in stock, but I did not find anything. So that's why my air filter was quite a bit dirty, you know. But I will be prepared this time. I will order it ahead of time and make sure that when the time comes around, I'm ready to go. But anyways, this is it for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.